morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, a very good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise with Nisha and Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Perfusionists at government hospitals to continue with strike until their demands are met. Irrigation Department states that there has been an increased reduction of water levels at reservoirs. And pro-Russian protests outside Crimea Regional Parliament seized by armed men. The Department of Registration of Persons is making arrangements to issue the National Identity Card under a new format. We now have with us online the Commissioner General of the Department of Registration of Persons, RMS Sarath Kumara, to elaborate further. Good morning, Mr. Sarath Kumara.
Good morning, Mr. Shan.
Now, Mr. Sarath Kumara, what is the status that we have at present with regards to identity cards? I understand that it's issued under a single language and it is handwritten, but what is the status of these cards at the moment?
Yes, in 1972, we up to now we are issuing IC manually in only one language. After that, Tamil and Muslim people we issue in writing and Tamil and single language, not for the all other Sinhalese people. Therefore, we are going to introduce today both languages, Sinhala and Tamil, in the same ID card, but that is automated one.
Mr. Sarath Kumara, now speaking to Sirsa TV on earlier on this morning, you mentioned the fact that the ID cards that have been issued at present will continue to be valid. Is that correct?
Of course, if you have that ID card, we issued ID card, all these ID cards are valid. Not necessary to apply for the new card, but anybody is willing to apply for the new card, we can issue him with both languages automated IC.
Right. Also, Mr. Sarath Kumara, with regards to forgeries that are taking place at the moment, we understand that there's a large amount of forgeries that are taking place with regards to the national identity card. What measures will be used to combat or rather mitigate the possibility of these forgeries taking place under the new format?
That is right. We are going to introduce the new system for issuing ICs, especially for the eNIC. That is for 3 languages, and the automated database is there. It is being done now. However, in the meantime, existing ID system and the eNIC system, including solution is this one, the automated printed ID card issue for all people. It means that we can get the all information in automated way, and software is there, and we can mitigate that all forgeries and other frauds and anything. So, however, if there is any forgeries or fraud, we can forward all this information to the CID.
Mr. Sarath Kumara, one last question. How soon will a person, an applicant, be able to receive his identity card under the new format? What is the expected timeline for this?
That is not a timeline actually. If any person apply for the IC for now, we can issue the printed IC. In the meantime, there are 2 systems. The normally anybody can apply for the IC or same day service. The 1-day service is there. If anybody apply for the 1-day service, we can issue the IC within 1 hour. Normal IC, there are some issues with us. So, however, we are going to issue within 2 weeks' time the new IC for the kids.
Mr. Sarath Kumara, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Moving on to a story that made the headlines this morning. Now, the Cardiovascular Perfusionists Association says that they will continue with their strike action today as well until written undertakings are given that their demands are met.
The association's president, Kamani Gunaratna, said that the Ministry of Health had said that their demands will be met. However, she said that they will continue with their strike until this promise had been given in writing. The cardiovascular perfusionists are staging this strike action, demanding the payment of a risk allowance as well as a payment overtime allowance based on seniority. They also charge that the discrepancies in their salaries further to Circular 6 of 2006 be removed. A total of 33 cardiovascular perfusionists serve at the Colombo National Hospital, the Kandy General Hospital, the Karapiti Teaching Hospital and the Lady Ridgeway Hospital for Children.
The distribution of postal ballot papers to the relevant district returning officers for the forthcoming provincial council elections will commence today. Deputy Elections Commissioner M.M. Mohammed stated that local election monitors and representatives from political parties will monitor the process.
The distribution of ballot papers for postal voting will take place on the 4th of March. At the same time, arrangements have also been made for distribution activities to take place on the 16th and 21st of March. All necessary arrangements and circulars are in place for this, and we expect the process to be completed without any issue.
The Department of Irrigation says that the water levels at several reservoirs around the island have reduced at a drastic level. We now have online Ms. Janaki Migastanna, the Director of the Water Management Unit of the Department of Irrigation. Good morning, Ms. Migastanna.
Good morning, everyone.
Madam, now what are the present levels at the reservoirs?
Reservoirs and Irrigation Department, water levels goes down to 45% now. Out of that, some reservoirs are in good condition, especially Polonnaruwa Parakrama Samudra. It is at the spill level. All other reservoirs are below the 50% of the water level.
Madam, now you just mentioned that places like the Parakrama Samudra and Polonnaruwa are almost at a spill level, but also at the same time that there is a reduction now. Is this reduction limited to a certain demographic or geographic area, or is it across the island?
Across the island, especially that all the reservoirs are around the dry zone. Ampara, Polonnaruwa, Anuradhapura, Kurunegala, Trincomalee district. Those reservoirs are under that less water level.
Ms. Janaki Migastanna, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Okay.
An individual who attempted to smuggle a consignment of sandalwood oil out of the country has been arrested. Customs media spokesperson Leslie Garmini said that the sandalwood oil worth 7.2 million rupees was to be smuggled to Melbourne, Australia as cinnamon oil.
A BOI company from Horana has attempted to export 20 kilograms of sandalwood oil concealed in an aluminium cylinder at 1:25 am yesterday to Melbourne, Australia. They have declared this as cinnamon bark oil and valued at 1 million Sri Lanka rupees. But the value of the sandalwood is 7.2 million Sri Lanka rupees. And investigation being carried out by under the supervision of Biodiversity Protection and National Heritage Protection Division of the Customs Department.
And with that, we wrap up this edition of Newsfirst Primetime Sunrise. Thanks a lot for joining me, and hope you have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114 896 896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.